Okay. Let's see if we can actually do this. Let me see. Options. I just want to see if... okay. Let's see if we can actually do this. Options. I just want to see if... okay. Ah. Never mind. My bad. My bad. I just suddenly heard myself. I was like, "Hi, that's something wrong." Something was amiss. My bad. My bad. I just suddenly heard myself. I was like, "Hi, that's something wrong." Ha! Give me a sec. Something was amiss. Where am I here? My bad. I just suddenly heard myself. Oh, no. Ha! Give me. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? That was very, very weird. Let's see if this actually works as it should do. I think it works now. Let's try that again, shall we? That just confused me very, very much. The whole is like, oh, hello there, I'm just talking to the people, and all of a sudden I can hear myself. It's like, what? Okay, so I have my controller. I think I'll want to control with that, I think. So we'll see how that goes. Shall we? Okay, that sounds about right. The audio should be fine. Video should, excuse me, not going to swear for that. Should be fine, because I used like half an hour figuring that shit out. Okay, gamepad was fine. Well, I assume we are going to try and play the game. Let me see if I've got everything set up. It seems like it. We should be good to go. Yeah, I think we'll be good to go. Okay. Well then, hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is RiisCake and welcome to The Beginner's Guide. The Beginner's Guide is a game made by the same people who made the Standley Parable, and which I have not played yet. I will get to that eventually. But it's apparently, how can I say it, like a very impactful game, like if that makes sense. It's apparently a somewhat heavy game that is very emotional, so I'm very excited about what to expect, but we'll see about that. And I'm taking it chill. Let me see. Begin the game. I think we'll just start, and then we'll see if I can use my controller. If I cannot, I am screwed, and then we'll go to the keyboard, which will be fine too. Not worry about that. Okay, we should be fine.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing The Beginner's Guide.
You're welcome.
My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote the Standley Parable.
You did.
And while that game tells a pretty absurd story,
it is.
Today, I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011.
Ooh.
We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda.
Oh, cool.
Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff.
I see.
And his work pointed me in a very powerful direction.
Oh, that's
I found
great.
it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way.
Yeah, I see that.
And
I sense
mostly
that.
It's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment.
Oh, that's nice.
But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert
apparently
town,
I cannot run. I can
he then
just
scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level.
I go that way?
And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town.
Oh, that's cool.
And instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person.
Well, that's cool.
And it makes you wonder,
that's an expression, at least.
What was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator.
It's a black void.
I want us to see past the games themselves.
It's very, very visible.
I want to get to know who this human being really is.
I can get on.
And that's
I
exactly
can
what
go
we're
with
going
that.
to do here.
Oh, that's cool. I can go with that.
It's 2008. Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever.
Well, that's okay.
And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped.
Oh,
In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together. Is because I find his games powerful and interesting.
Well, this is going to be
I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda.
Well,
so thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at DAVEYWREEN
that's cool. So he's giving
at gmail.com.
Oh, that's actually nice.
Okay,
we
that's
can...
about it for
hello,
introduction.
that was black.
Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed.
Cool.
This first one was made in November 2008.
Okay, I can go with that. Loading, November 2008. Whoa, white and bright. Very white and bright. Warning, whoa, hello. Wow, I can, whisper machine starts active. Evacuate immediately. And I can shoot. Cool.
This game is called Escape from Whisper. And it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Okay. How do I jump again? I cannot remember. Can I jump? I don't remember actually. Oh, sorry about that. Is that the... Oh, that's that one. Okay, never mind. I cannot reload though. Saddens me. It saddens me so. Very dark.
Security call breached.
Oh, that's cool. I like the voice. The woman's voice. Is it open now? Can I go in there? I can.
It kind of looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets.
So it wasn't me.
But ultimately, we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
I think that's debatable, but oh, it's over there. I see what he means, but I think that is for another...
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Gotcha. I think that's another debate in itself, basically. But I personally think that it's kinda a twin-edged blade, basically. Okay, so where do I go then? I think I like this.
The space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past
No, I'll be fine. Oh, but I want to try it.
Or if you'd really like to solve the labyrinth, you're welcome to do that.
Thank you. I will try to. That was very rude of you, not even asking if I wanted to. So I have that way. Okay, nah, you know what? Never mind. Fine, let's just go. Fine. I feel like I'm being rushed a little bit.
The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Ooh. Let's see how that goes.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature.
Okay.
Your body could stop the beam.
Ooh, I have to choose to sacrifice
it's so much
myself.
To ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Oh, heck yeah. Wow, that actually gives a dilemma, kinda. Like a morally or ethical dilemma, I suppose? Of course I will. Now we're dead.
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
It beams me up. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's labyrinth. Oh, wow.
The beam causes you to start floating.
Oh, that's cool.
And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions.
Cool.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Well, this was actually fun. I gotta say that, even though. Like, that was fun. The past was behind her. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. I cannot move forward. Oh, I can walk past.
In this game, you can only walk backwards.
I see. That is sneaky. Oh, that is sneaky. Oh, what's that? Oh, it was just... Wow, okay. That's cool. Wow. Wow. Oh, that's nice. That's actually a fun little way. Oh.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
That's nice.
It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Oh, that's cool. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Wow. Could you imagine playing a whole game like that, but if the future is always behind her? Could you imagine that? That would be crazy, but it would be cool. How will she find the strength? To confront it, the door disappeared.
It's a short little thought. It says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that.
Why did we stop
Which to me
then?
is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Whoa, I am not having time to process that. I like that game though. Just throwing that out there. That was very, very creative. You're now entering. Thank you. We'll be doing that then. Could you imagine a game like that?
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay. I'm a little unsure what I'm supposed to get from the game.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
I'm sorry, I didn't get to see the title.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Well, that's different from person to person, to be honest. Like, if that's how he rolls. Let me get up. No, let me get up.
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
Ah, shit.
So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press the use key on your gamepad, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Oh, so he actually knows I'm using the gamepad? Well, that's smart. What if I'm not in a hurry, actually? I might actually want to just take it slow. I apologize to you guys because that might sound boring, but I just want to quickly process just a tiny bit of what have been going on. So apparently our narrator here, the guy who made the Standley parable, is, how do we explain it, publishing for Coda? But I don't know. It seems like Davey kinda, and I might be judging harshly now. I apologize for that, but it seems like he's kind of rushing things. Like, as soon as you get to the end goal, or even like not getting to the end goal, but it's like, oh, now it's not interesting. Let's jump to something. And it's like, well, but what about the whole experience? I don't know. It's like, wouldn't that be kind of like interesting to watch? I don't know. It baffles me a little bit. But I do wonder what, like, I really liked the beam thing where he's like, well, you're intended to die, but instead you float. It's like, yeah, but it's a cool thing still. Like, even if it is a glitch and a bug and stuff, it's kind of interesting. And it might actually have a meaning to Coda. I mean, we do not know, and I gotta be honest, I do not believe that Davy himself maybe know it, even though it sounds like he really wants to know what is going on in Coda's head. You know what I mean? I hope it makes sense. Oh, well, let's try. I just needed to get that out there. I see, but I like that. Okay. Stand on an X and staring at a bear for 2... Whoa!
A room that's warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games. Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Ah, that is actually that's deep on some level. Whoa, and that was it. Now we are on to the next. Ready, set, fish. Yeah, I'm ready. Where are we fishing? Ready, set, fish. I'm ready to fish. Fishy, fishy, fishy. Give me that fishes. Give me them fishes. Oh, it's a level.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
I'll try. Okay. And don't help me. I can't do it myself, dude. Did I do wrong? No, I did not. Ah.
Don't forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Oh, thanks for spoiling. Thanks for spoiling, dude. Stop it. No, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. It's kind of weird that I cannot jump. Like, I'm so used to jumping all the time, especially because some hours ago I was playing Lightfall. I put the first episode up,
so that seems to be it, right?
You'll see that.
You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again, so that when you press the use key on your gamepad, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Why would we do that? Isn't this what Coda intended? Like, am I getting this wrong? I feel like Davy here is kind of messing around with something he probably shouldn't mess around with. Like, if Coda is, you know what, killing off, quote unquote, killing off his games, I am sure there's a reason for it, you know? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that is cool though.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world.
That is
Either way,
nice.
I think that the point is the same. Is that most of the time, you don't get to know what you're missing. Or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player.
Well, that's your interpretation.
So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Maybe it's not that deep. January 9th. Okay. Okay, cannot go that way. Oh, we've been here before, so let's see what that brings us. You are now entering.
Aha. So, this,
exiting.
combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
I'm looking forward to seeing that, because I kinda don't believe it, but we'll see. The Great and Lonely Descent. Ooh. It's a house! And a white. Let's go to it. The Great and Lonely Descent. Cool.
Let's talk about video game development for a second.
Okay.
Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do.
I know that. I understand.
So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development.
Yeah, I understand that. I get that. Oh, it froze.
To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source.
Streetwise.
Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Okay, I'll try to take note of that. Why am I doing this again? Okay, let's go down, I assume. Whee! Ow, ow, ow. Cool. Ooh, stairs. I like stairs. And even more stairs. Lovely. I'll go with that. I cannot go in there. Okay, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Okay. Oh, thank you. I feel leaded. I feel like I'm being leaded. I might be wrong, but I'm just throwing that out there. I feel like I'm being leaded. Okay, okay, I feel like I'm very much being leaded. Ooh, 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 okay. Where exactly are we going? Okay. Okay.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
Why? Well, I understand why, like, in this instance, but, like, why want to skip it? I'm sure there's, like, I gotta pause here, because there's something I'm thinking of. Like, I get the feeling that Coda and Davey are going two different ways with their interpretation of what a game is supposed to be. I hope this makes sense, but it's like, I get the feeling that Davey is very interested in making it playable.
You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable.
Exactly
whether
that.
It means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box.
Oh, that is clever. But it's true. I was just thinking that.
I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag.
You fool.
Somewhere.
He's taking the piss on you, dude. Yeah, exactly. He's taking the piss on you. But that is actually kind of what I mean. Like, if you want to make a game that is, like, fun and playable and you wanted to get it out to people, then of course there are some things you want to do to keep your player engaged and stuff. But it's like, if you just want to make it, how to explain, like an art, like a piece of art, then it doesn't necessarily need to be like fast-paced and pleasant for the player. Like if you don't intend it to be publicized, and I think that's the deal with Dave. I'm just throwing that out there. I think that's the deal with not Dave, Coda. That was the guy I meant. Like I think that's the deal with Coda. I don't get the impression that he wants and needs to get his games out to us. Like, but I feel that that's what Dave wants. Ah, the lovely little puzzle.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Is that so? It is.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
I do not doubt that, Davey, but are you sure there is a meaning behind it? Like, well, I don't know. But it's very interesting going through these games, and I think, with the danger of it sounding so stupid, I think it makes sense. Whoa, hello. Listen, hey, listen.
Here, Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities.
Okay, there was a wall stand with whiteness. Yes, to respond. Okay. Yes, there was a wall stand with whiteness. Yes, there was a normal prisoner spent hours in. Yes, there was these floating colored blocks. That's the wall above. You've been there. Now this is important. Do you have to go through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? I like how he turns from speak to listen. That's cool. Yes, I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through in a puzzle. I prefer not to tell you. After all, we've only just met. We're gonna be nice. Why not? Again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Where is option 4 that's like, okay, you do this? 2? I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in? You didn't solve it? So you have learned nothing. Oh, excuse me. You cannot help us escape this prison. You're not the one I need. Surely there'll be someone else. Okay, that is great for you. Thank you, I'll just be leaving. This is really cool in its own bizarre way. That's really nice. Oh, more guys, hello. Hello, how do you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yes, do you want to know how to solve it? No, I've been right here this entire time. Oh, we're screwed actually. No matter what we do, because it's like, no, I've been there this entire time. It's like, we haven't. And yes, do you want to know how to solve it? And the neighbor guys will be like, fuck you! You told us you didn't solve it. Fuck it, we're going with 1. Yes, do you want to know how to solve it? No, we actually find the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Oh, that black space, like the one with the... Why would I care about the space between doors? Actually, now that you mention it, I don't feel strange as to pass through it. I don't recall space. I'll take 2. Because that was strange. Don't think too hard about it. You'll see it again soon. I believe you. I choose to believe you. Thank you. Well, let's go. But it's very... Like, I like those guys up there. I think this
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay. I think this could be a kind of cool way to present, you know, like ethical, what am I talking about? Ethical and moral dilemmas and things. And there's a lamppost from the menu. Cool. It's a lamp. Cool.
It's a lamppost.
It is.
Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this
lamppost. I like this lamppost.
It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out.
Cool! I'll take that.
I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, you know, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something.
Really?
He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination.
I can understand that.
We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. Okay. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Is that good? Like, I'm just very curious right now. Is that good? Also, darkness. Whee! Is that necessarily good? I just have to... April 2009. I'm just wondering. The game's connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. Ooh! All notes you see are left by other players. Excuse me, I just had to yawn there. What's that? Nice room. Not. Oh, I think it's a cool room.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Reasonable.
In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention.
Everyone read this.
I was over enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me.
Okay.
And I cooled off eventually.
Oh, that's good. I want to tell you a secret. Once upon a time...
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them.
Oh, define fun.
Either way,
I'm king of the world.
To me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them
what the fuck?
Except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played.
Oh, I kind of want to read them all, but I don't think I can. Do not be afraid.
But it's ironic, isn't it? That in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world.
Why? Yeah, but
why? I feel less lonely too.
That's actually kind of an important point there, I think. I just saw Flying Penguin. Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I've... Oh. Well, okay. That was a long one. Something with penguins, and it was like... It's like the double rainbow, basically. That is cool. Did I miss anyone there? Really? No. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to read them all, but I just want to read as many as I can, because that is curious. What the shit is this, Kevin? But I think that actually touches upon an important point, like... is that, you know, is that he's like, oh, I was so enthusiastic and I just wanted this guy's attention, and when he make games, I feel as if I can become what I hear is basically when he make games, I feel I can get to learn him better. I can become his friend, and maybe recognize me, please. I think this one basically speaks for itself. I'm just throwing that out there. Like, I think that's I might be reading too deep into this, and I may be totally wrong. We'll see about that. But I think there's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. I think that is maybe going to be a point here. We'll see. A free T-shirt. Ooh. Well, let's take this one. Need other side door. Door how open? Open sesame. Make game includes door. Can open door. Thanks. Someday I'll meet the person who made this. I help people because of the internal good feelings I get. I think, just throwing that out there, I think Coda in this game at least, I think this is kinda him taking a piss on the situation, I think, maybe? I don't know, maybe I'm totally wrong. New room! Huzzah! With the painting, pre-painting. Do you hear the chimes I keep you doing? Going, don't you? I would like very much to be desired. I feel like this is scared of writing something. Don't want to feel judged. Wow, this is deep. It's not very crowded here. Welcome. Congratulations. I don't really know where to go with this. You can go in here, I think. Don't bother. A game where you leave notes and suddenly everyone's a poet. This is where I get off. I failed to write anything here. I am compelled. Cool. What do you say? Stop! Turn back! Proceeding further will only result in misery. Okay. Take my hand, let's jump together. Nope. Don't think I'll do that. Cabbage shapes our nation. What is this painting? That's a good question. It does not matter if you ever get over there. Hey, don't talk to me that way. Very good game. This is cool. I think I'm this. I think I'm this is not going anywhere. I don't quite understand that sentence. Next time we'll do better. I need someone to talk to. This is a note. Don't listen to the other notes. It's kind of like when you play Bloodborne or Dark Souls and stuff like, oh yeah, that's totally a secret over there, and then you go to where the note says and you get a mimic. It's like, fuck, to then learn you cannot fall off. Okay, I'm nothing too ethical. It's a pretty painting though. Stop faking it. Wow, painting, what does it mean? Wow, this is actually very interesting. Whoa, well done all of you. Wow. I saw a person walking down there, now it won't come back. What? I don't understand. Devil Tower Star. This is cool! This is really freaking cool. Who are all of you? Wow. Whoever made this has issues. Wow! Art. Hey guys, how's it going? Just hanging. Help, I'm trying to speak. I think it's about how things look messy from up close and perfect from far away. That is a thing too. From up here looks like, it just looks like dots. Cabbage shapes on it. Don't spam the chat! We will all die someday. Stop pretending you are other people. Spoiler doesn't mean anything. It's about how the skin present, and you all suck. Okay. Wow, Devil Tower Star. I apologize if this is very slow paced. It is, but he was himself also. You could imagine. Wow, but it's very creative, I think. Maybe I'll feel real someday. Wow. I know this is kind of like I'm just being like, wow, oh, but like this. It's terrible. See, we kept it well. I feel like this is a game that's not supposed to be said a whole lot about. It's more about
At the end of this level,
thinking.
We're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea
Oh,
that
that's
was on
whispering.
Coda's
Do you
mind
hear that?
at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next
Almost
one.
there. I do not like those whispers. I'm just throwing that out there. I wish I were real. I don't like that. I don't know why. I really I really do not like. I really despise whispers. It doesn't matter
In each of his games,
what
after
kind. It's
exploring a
just
theme
I don't
that,
like
you know,
it.
he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution. He understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, does the puzzle have a solution? Oh my god, I've been here for literally like an hour. What the fuck do I do? Help! 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 This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open. Developer, answer please. Let's
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here.
Later, guys.
To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that
elusive
bigger picture.
I am getting crazy with those whispers right now. Sucks. It really sucks. Ooh, let me get out of here, please. Okay. Oh, I hear typing. How do you leave now? Wow. Wow. Can we not? Are you there? Please say something. It can be annoying. I just need to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak, 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 speak. Wow. May, June 2009. Wow. Porn Star Side 2. Lovely title.
This tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Okay. Oh, hey. There we go. Wow, this is pretty. Wow, that's pretty. Wow. Lovely. So if that was like, I just gotta work a little bit with the previous room with all the messages. I feel like that was a mix of Coda himself kind of speak, and then him kind of imitating maybe things other people have said to him with the whole working.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway.
That's a letter.
For some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Okay. What? What? No furniture. What furniture ought to go to in the center of the room? Put a giant hole in the ground. Oh, that's not a. Oh, that's not a hole. And what about the wall of the room? Let's put a picture of a horse, a little, really like washing machine, 10 stuffs lined up along the wall. I want a picture of a horse. Oh, that's not a picture. I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight, full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 times 12 resistant. We'll put live Tesla coils in each corner. Yeah. Go fooling. Let's get that. Oh, boring. And a table. You need a table. Who are you? What exactly are you doing in this room? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. I'm going with 2 because none of it matters. Whoa. Okay.
There's a bit more to this one, but still it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
No. Well, now it is, but before it was like...
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Oh, hello. Hello, please walk forward. I will do that. This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. What did it say? Oh, first click on this table. Good. Go to the photo frame and click it to turn it slightly. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off, then turn it back on. So that one. This is weird. Now go to the left side sofa and move it over a little. So like that one. Finally touch just shelves. So like that one over there. No, that's not shelves. Oh, those are shelves. Sorry. That's it. In a real prison, this game will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Wow. Thanks. Wow, that's dumb. That's lovely dumb. Return! Let me go back to prison. Wow. And we're back.
Of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape. Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral.
This
and
is
so he
cool,
keeps
though.
going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
How so? Okay, this is interesting. How so? I don't know how long I'll be streaming this, because I think I'll just go through it. So it might seem a little prolonged, but it's just for my own sake. And if you want to join, then you're more than welcome. So we are going through this maze thingy and to the telephone booth, phone booth, and the lamppost, of course. Can I look? Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. I cannot turn the camera off. Let's go with that. You're me? ... So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I was in the furniture maze. Yep, I was
It's
in
a
the escape.
conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself.
Oh, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually.
All of these games so far are Coda talking
What it's like
to
to
himself.
escape. Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in prison was like. Strange, but in a way I kind of feel... I kind of miss being in the prison. It feels like being confused and wildly in motion at the same time. I think that's realistic, kinda. Do you feel indifferent? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. I'm really the same person now as I was then. It actually does change. I don't feel the same person at all. I'm just throwing something out. If this is how he feels about making games, I think option 2 is actually maybe kind of close, if that makes sense. Like, it's like, it actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all, but maybe instead of it being a positive thing, maybe he's actually a little saddened by it. Let's try this one at least. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. Well, that's good for you to hear. That makes me feel really happy. It's just kind of done that, you know. I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. I'm kind of going for either number 2 or the X. Ooh, I'm going to be pessimistic. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? Nope. No, I think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. Wow. Wow. So to get out of our prison, we either have to be sincere, we have to tell how you feel, or how we feel right now. We have to talk for a bit. I kind of feel like number 2 is like, I don't know. I kind of feel like number 2 is maybe kind of like invasive, if that makes sense. Number 1 would probably be my first like on the go, like if I had to choose like on a time limit, you know. But I'm kind of like, wow, I don't know. Let's try X. Just talk with me for a bit. What? That'll free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just talk to me. It will make sense. Okay, I can talk. Let's just talk for a bit. Will you be here? I'll be here for as long as you need. Wow.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
Well, this is ooh. I'm starting to feel
so what would it look
feel
like
the
if
knot
Coda
in
wanted to
the
make
stomach
a game
kinda.
about talking to someone other than himself?
Oh. Well, that's a door. Can I go through that? There's no lever. No. Shit. Wow,
to me, this
the last one
environment
there
is
was
meant to
just
represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
I kinda, that last one kinda started to get to me. I could feel that. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. It seems somewhat lonely, if that makes sense. Oh, well, excuse me, sorry. Cling, cling, cling. Oh, that's nice. Oh, someone has spilled the... Oh, someone's messy. Whoa, hello, sorry. Hello? Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean this house all by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes. Don't worry about me, a place is sound, I'll be glad.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games.
Yeah, it is,
including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on.
I will clean this whole place.
From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work.
Well, now you're just
and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish up here. In the meantime, can we please clear the table? I can do that. And make the bed in the bedroom? Sure, I can do that. Is it in here? No, that's the bathroom. Where's the bedroom? Where is the bed? But this is pretty. I like the music too. Bedroom. Where is the bedroom? I know where the bathroom is. Oh, there's the bathroom. Why don't you go straighten the rug up a bit? I can do that. All little details matter. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How do you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen a house this messy. How do you end up doing this job? A friend dragged me along at a time when I was particularly desperate for cash. Turns out I never felt so good doing something for money in my whole life. Never did like clean my own home. I might have got some demons I ain't ready to face yet. Well, speaking of demons, someone put this house all in mess. Those pillows, yeah, I can do that. Huh. Okay. Oh dear, look like someone spilled a drink. I can do that. Feel compelled to share incredible cheese. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. Come on. It's okay. I'll listen. No. Oh, come on. No, it's stupid. So, no, it's probably not. Never mind. Oh. If this sausage needs to be washed, why don't you come do that? I can do that. As I take this up, needed cleaning. I'm on it. I need to be perfect. We're all just humans. Are these books? Are there still books scattered on the floor in the bedroom? So would you put them back on this shelf? Oh, okay. That's actually a way. Wow. Okay. Wow. Wow. This is really. Wow. This is cozy.
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
House cleaning is so difficult. How do you do it? Are all houses this easy to clean? Do these chores ever end? I want to go with X. Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom. Trust me on this.
I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Why is... earlier when I said I had really cheesy thought, I was going to say it occurs to me that one house is a lot like one soul. You take care of it and take care of your hair. I don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. Hold your horses. Pause. Why does... Davey is like... Oh, this was, he made this game in a period where he was grossly happy. First of all, I just gotta be like, why use that phrasing? Like, now I'm nitpicking, and I am okay with that. Why frame it like that? Like, it kind of seems, this might be a wrong framing of words, but like, it seems negative, like as if, you know, those friends who are like very afraid to lose their best friend because they get a girlfriend, a boyfriend, stuff like that. It kind of sounds like that, and I don't like that. And if that is the case with this Coda guy, if Davey really consider himself as the friend of Coda, he should be happy for that. I'm just throwing that out there. I was going to say that one's house is a lot like one's soul. That is very true. That is actually very, very true. You take care of it and take care of you. It's not actually wrong, because it's like those times where you get home and if your house is a mess, you kind of get influenced by it a little bit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I get that's weird things to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right, that's pretty easy, but there's a bit of truth to it, no? I really want to talk to this person. Really much. Anyway, so, housekeeping. Oh, but let's keep doing this. Yeah, it's fun. Books, will you please clean up the books? This is very nice, actually. This is very, very, very nice. Also, I just organized those things. Why? Ah, god damn it.
I'm glad he made this. I'm glad he found some peace.
Question.
But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Davey, you asshole! You asshole! mindset of that right now. What the fuck? Why? I was being asked if I enjoyed this, if I like to do this. Why are you removing the fucking glasses? Let me see. Okay, the door is open. Why did you remove the window, Davey? You ass. Why? This was great. Why do we have to keep moving? This was beautiful. Maybe we needed that space, you know? Why? Don't be an ass, Davey. That was beautiful. That was touching. I gotta be honest here. That abrupt ending, that fucking pissed me off. And I gotta be honest here. I don't think
that sooner or later you have to pick up.
I don't think that was the intent for Coda. I think this is the point of it. No, Davey, you have misunderstood the message. You son of a goose. Why? Items you love at members only prices.
This one gets a bit goofy.
Why did you come here today? I don't know why I'm here. What is it? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? I don't know. Was it to make your relationship more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. Can I get up? No. The shop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, what do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is so well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Wow. Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful, and tend to make you into that person. Why? Perfection is what within your grasp. And the question in us is not how we do it, but it's how we do it effortlessly. This is easy. It is so easy. It is so easy.
About halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
Being perfect is effortless.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are.
Wow.
Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Wow. Wow. Wow, those answers are horrible. Wow. 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 This is really weird. What does this one say? Listen. Okay. Haha, just kidding. The fuck is this doing? What if I'm not a good teacher? Do what is symbols feel what is true. Wow. Wow. This is
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have.
Wow.
To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
Wow.
I think about this game a lot these days.
And why is that, Davey? Yeah, tell us. We've actually gone through a whole year. Holy fucking Christ. Also, furniture.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one.
Maybe
that's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this. And it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
I see. Okay, let's check it out. Can I go that way? I can. So twice as long as some of the other games. I can only speak for myself with like videos, but it's like, what if he just doesn't have the drive for producing, like, you know? I don't know. That would be a thing I would think of. Son of a bitch! Alright, the performance beginning, please. Places, please. Whew, in this scene you'll be playing as me. Fuck, that scared me. We are at a gathering of professionals, really. First you'll start out leaning against this wall. No, I will not. If I can. Oh, okay. Good, stay right there. I will not. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hey, wait a sec. Wait. In succession to the game we just saw before about being perfect and feel superior, basically, it's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Again, a wide stretch. Why does that sound kind of like when not Coda, but like when Davey approached Coda? He was like very enthusiastic. Happy? Hello? Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Okay, excuse me. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. I have my theory. Here are all my hopes and dreams. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce when you touch them will present the people nearby. I'll talk to her again. Wow. Oh, this is gonna be... You must have worked really hard to get where you are. I'll bet you've learned to lean into the pain. What are some sacrifices you've had to make? Wow. 1. You're messing it all up again. You freak out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important that was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Wow. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. There's a lamppost again. There's a long fucking hallway. Ooh. Wow. This is for fucking horror. Just throwing that out there. No, Mr. Lamppost! Okay, yes, now this is working. This is what it was like.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away.
Wow.
Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself.
Wow.
And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect. To connect with his person. To bring him closer.
Why?
But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
I'm baffled right now. I hear... Whew. This is a bad one. Always trips. Play this, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to begin the game. Can we just quickly take a break here? Wow. I'm baffled. I am shook. Gotta be honest. I hear personally, subjectively, I hear a man who no, let me take it from both Coda and Davy's part. Let's start with Davy, because I am getting a little angry at Davy. Well, first of all, you might have sensed that I got a little pissed with the cabinet game where we talked with a person, and when we were asked, do you enjoy this, and Davy's like, no, you gotta go moving, you gotta keep going, you can't stay in the black center. It's like, well, this is actually where you actually, you know, get to understand the person instead of just pushing it forward because you have an agenda yourself. Then this, and I just hear Davis being like, oh, I see that Coda is justifying being isolating, and don't get me wrong, if you see someone being like seeming depressed or seeming lonely, I'm not supporting the idea that you shouldn't try to somewhat connect with them because they might need help. But it's like what I hear from Davy here is like, oh, and I need him to not withdraw because that is not good for him or his games, and I connect with him through his games. It's like, that doesn't sound like he's wholeheartedly concerned about his friend. It sounds like he's more concerned about the product that's coming out. I fucking hope I'm wrong on this one. I'm just throwing that out here, but I don't like how this is going. And Coda, I don't know. I don't know. These games are getting very serious. But I'm worried. Blind. What's going on? Help, I'm blind. I can't see anything. I can't die like this. I can't die. What's going on? And then my vision suddenly went black. What's going on? Please, someone talk to me. Please tell me how to solve. Please don't let this be forever. Someone talk to me. Whoa, that's the door! There's a door. Be quiet and help me find the shields. Whoa! Oof. What? There's the door again.
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
Oh, okay. Maybe in here? Oh, hey. Okay. So we go up here. That's a door. He said something. Okay, let me just quickly go down to that guy again then. Let's go this way. What does he see? The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I am bursting with creative energy. I can't keep making this. My work is always fun. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. Oh no. I don't feel it.
Like I said,
anymore.
I was getting concerned.
It's
First
draining
off,
me.
He's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So
Keep going, keep
where's that
talking.
coming from?
Oh,
But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an
I
outlet
haven't
for
been
him.
honest. I can't.
Not
figure
like he's
out
having
how to
trouble
say it.
iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was
I'm
that kind
stuck in it. I'm alone.
Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
Wow.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Wow.
After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Half a year. Wow. Wow. Oh, piece of shit. I should have brought Kleenex or something with me. What is this? I'm sorry. Wow. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where did this island come from? How do I get out here? Hello? Is anyone there? Oh, whenever I talk, something appears. Is anyone there? Is that a person? How lovely. It's been a long time since I last talked to someone. What's wrong? You look lost. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. I think that's... I think it's a mix of 2 and X, you know? I don't think he's out of ideas, I just think... Well, I think it's a mix of all, to be honest. But I think especially 2 and 3 might be the case. Wow. Oh no! What has happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. 2. Oh, hello. I don't like the music is messing like that. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. You have to take me to it. I need to see it, to know why it stopped. I'm going with 2. Ooh. I can do that, but there's a problem.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder, even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it.
If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find a machine.
Why?
Deal.
What is it for?
Maybe this is, I apologize if I all of a sudden look like a panda. Those of you who sees the video, or my video recording, I might look like a panda at the end of this, because I have had the makeup today. What if this is Coda's way of kinda, you know, throw himself out there and say, hey, I have a problem, listen to me. Perfect, come along, I'll show it to you. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet. And
what if he doesn't want to?
He didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
What if he doesn't want to? I should stop. Can you tell me how to? First you have to close the door. First you have to open it. First you press. First you have to open the door. Okay, now what? Now you have to close the first door. Now you have to close the first door. Alright, what's next? Now just close the first door, now just open the first door. Now just press the switch here. There we go. Ah, that was so simple.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Ooh, that didn't sound good. Oof. Ooh, someone's crying. Wow. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say the game development is simple and joyous and that you love it 100% of the time. Wow, this is impactful. Like, with what options I'm giving, what's this voice apparently is saying, but then from the sounds here, oh, those are fucking unsettling, just throwing that out there. It's a lie. we are basically lying. I like how this is like right after the space station one, where it's like, tell the truth. Okay, I'm drained. This is killing me. I'm out of ideas. Stuff and stuff. You know? Wow. Okay. Making games is effortless. Will I would like that, I guess. Ah, that feels wonderful. Why did I feel so awful when I said that? No, but it wasn't true. Don't worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that recreation is easy. Wow, can I just throw something out here? I think I'm getting the point here. Or maybe. But I think I'm getting what this game is trying to be. I think this is basically Coda being like, hey, Davy boy, you're this voice that is guiding me. So when you ask me to say that working or making games is easy and it's joyous all the time, oh, it feels so nice. Like, oh, this is horrible. When I make games, I feel completely energized. I'm constantly excited and you see, it never stops being easy. Oh no, and the crying! Yes, that's wonderful.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. Wow. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
Oh, is it now? Aren't you just worried you're... Oh, I'm being so angry right now. And if I'm wrong, I will apologize to Davy. But right now, it just really seems that it's because Davy just wants the games. That he just wants the product. And that he actually just wants it for any price. That he doesn't really care about Coda. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifice made for my work are 100% worth it of the time. It always pays off eventually. I hate this. I hate this section. This is the worst. I fucking hate this.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. It never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Wow. Oh, fucking
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
Oh, poor Coda. Wow, I'm feeling really bad for Coda. The machine. Give me just a second. I am getting very frustrated and I'm gonna look like a panda. Give me just a second. BRB. Sorry guys, back again. I am getting very annoyed that I have to look like a fucking panda because I'm getting frustrated and angry and this... You know, I liked Davy at first because he seemed so sincere. He seemed like he really liked Coda's work. But now it seems kind of obsessive. You know what I mean? This is horrible. Where is my controller even? This is horrible. Jesus Christ on a bicycle. Okay, let's try again. Hello. I'm glad to see you arrive safely. We captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be brutal. I intend to be quick. I intend to be quiet. I intend to be quiet. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention of this war. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine is called a self-coder. What? What? Oh, hello. Hello, press. Wow. 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 Wow, 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 wow. No, 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 no. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Hello.
And of course, it's the machine.
You stopped. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. If I'm going with my theory here, I'm going to be kind of an asshole with this. Your work was keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine what pain you put them through? How could we possibly go back to trusting you on this job? Wow. Wow, those are horrible. So here's what needs to happen. You need to go out and apologize to them. I have to admit to the people that you allowed them to suffer. I've been so alone. Apologize for leaving me. No, nothing? Think carefully, I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. Oh shittily fuck, what is this now? What the fuck is going on? Alright, then I will apologize to the people on your behalf. What the fuck is this game? Wow. I apologize. I really apologize. My followers, or my friends, my followers. Let's go the tyrannic, dictatorial way. It falls on me to deliver bad news. I have a troubling revelation. The machine will not apologize to us. The machine refused to admit that it deliberately hurt us. How is this? How is this? David, what have you done? But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Wow. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are no failures. Follow me, we will destroy the machine. Follow me, we will destroy everything that the machine has created. That is like... Okay, this is kind of like the way that... And I might remember this a little wrong, so I do apologize. And if you remember it better than I do, comment down in the section down below to correct me. But as I remember it... Oh, I'm going on a very dangerous territory. I believe that Hitler... back then, in days, ordered some of the Nazis to kind of pick up everything that, like of literature and books and arts that meant something for the Jews, or that the Jews had made, or something like that. I am not 100% sure. I'm so sorry if I'm remembering this wrong. There is just something about destroying your history. There is something about destroying the history of your enemies, basically, is worse than actually destroying the enemy, if that makes sense. And I think that's the case here. We will destroy the machine. Yeah, that's bad. Don't get me wrong. But we will destroy everything that the machine has created, destroying everything that the machine has poured out. That would be taking life, if that makes sense. Fucking Christ. No way. Wow, no way. We're back here again. Come on with the lights. No way! Wow! I am literally destroying the scene. Wow! I think this is actually the worst I could do.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people. To get some actual feedback
that is exactly what he doesn't need, you ass.
Get him out of isolation.
No, he doesn't want to. You're destroying him.
And so, as I'm thinking this, I realized that I could be the one.
Oh my god, you asshole, Davey!
Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback. So
he doesn't want to. You are not asking him. You're just doing it.
To have more actual conversations with other human beings.
Oh my god, you're destroying him.
Would it give him
I'm holding on to my
meaning back into his work.
No. This is exactly what I mean. You asshole. Davey, you piece of shit. You're just destroying him. I think I am very correct with my interpretation of this, what is going on. Oh my god, we're destroying it because Dave feels he needs to share it with the whole world. Basically, the game I'm playing. Oh, that's lovely. That is fucking lovely. No way. No way.
So I started showing Coda's work to people.
No way.
I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games.
No.
I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his game.
Yeah, but he didn't want to share them to everyone.
Just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
But that's not the point. He didn't want to. He didn't want to. He just wanted to make games for himself, I think. Put down your weapon. I bet that's it.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do?
We're destroying him.
It's the thing that I always feel like I need. To be told that my work is good.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
that I am good.
Mean that Coda needs
when
that.
someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better.
But that...
And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend.
But he didn't want that.
I really felt like I'd done something good. Like I was a good person.
You needed to feed on your ego, you ass.
Who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves.
No, you made things worse.
If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem.
I am so fucking angry right now.
They told me how much they enjoyed his games. It was the best feeling.
Yeah, for you.
Best feeling. It made me feel so happy.
Do you hear that?
Beautifully happy.
Oh, that is just fucking creepy. That there. That is so disgusting. Okay, I'm sorry. That was disgusting. The last part. That was disgusting.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while.
I wonder why.
So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's.
Oh.
This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made.
I am so mad.
So let's take a look.
Yeah, let's do. Don't put it on the internet, right? Well, I'm playing it right now, so we are, but... Well, Davey doesn't care, really. Oh, oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so fucking mad. I am so fucking mad. I want to punch Davey in the face.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Wow, and the whispers and the sound, the ambient sounds. Ooh, do not like that.
This room actually has a maze in it.
Oh! Oh!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable.
Oh, lovely.
The game
Thank
goes
you.
beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
Oh, this is a lovely message to...
I do want to show you the rest of the level, so when you're ready to continue, press the use key on your gamepad, and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Wow. A private link. Let's just quickly analyze this. A private link to Mr. Davey. Private link. Cold game. Very harsh. Very uninviting and not welcoming. And we get the maze that is with invisible things that makes this fucking blah. Do not like. I think my theory is right, and I think Davey should fucking take a hint by now. Fuck you, Davey.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable.
Shut up
Like
with
the house
playability.
cleaning. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze?
To show that it's not meant to be played, you asshole! I like the house chore cabinet, by the way. I thought it was really great. This is a subtle, non-subtle hint that you're an asshole and he does not appreciate what you're doing. So stop it. What is this? Whoa, no.
The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have...
No, you should not.
I still don't really understand why this is here.
Because you're not supposed to play
I'll put
this.
the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
So 1 and 1 and 1. 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Obviously, he doesn't want you to play. He basically what I see here is Coda mocking Davey's idea of a playable game. So he's like, okay, you want a playable interactive game? I'll give you the harshest, meanest motherfussing game you've ever played. Fuck you. It's basically what we are seeing here. And I can, with the danger of sounding like an asshole, I can kinda understand that. Because what I hear, and I still hear it even in this fucking section, it's like, oh, but it's so different from what is he trying to get out, and oh, I'm making a few modifications so I can push forward, so we can get through the game. We don't need to pause, basically, again, the whole pause thing. We don't need to, that black space, we don't need to pause. We just need to move forward, and it's like, not all games are meant to be like that. Like, sure, there are games that is like fast-paced, or where it's like, well, you have a specific goal, go get it. But it's like, there are some games, and there are some messages that are not supposed to be fucking rushed. I am so fucking mad. I apologize. I am just so mad at
the switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side.
Yeah.
So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem.
There we have it. There we have it again.
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem.
You want to fix something, there isn't a problem.
I can open this door for you, so...
Yeah, I know you will. But like, this is not about the game, but back to like the whole friendship and the whole, oh, I want to feel like a good person because I am, like, I feel, it's the whole thing with I feel good, and it's a thing that's kind of similar to all human beings. It's like even when we help people or we want to do something good, there is still that hint of like what is it called? I can't remember the name right now, but it's like when you kind of pat yourself on the shoulder, being like, I am good, I did good. And here I just feel that it's exacerbated. And right now it's very, very fucking upsetting. This game is very strong.
For not understanding this game?
No, you are a failure from forcing him.
It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow.
You do, and it destroyed it all.
I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
Because you wanted a solution to something that didn't need a solution. Oh boy. Ooh. I believe we are nearing the end.
It's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time.
I'm getting drained from this.
And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself,
what are you thinking?
I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them...
Could it be considered that you maybe kind of destroyed your friend and everything he stood for? By taking his work without his permission and fucking publicizing it all? I'm so mad. It's like, I don't understand where I went wrong. It's like, I was just trying to help, but it's like, and I'm sounding so angry, I'm sorry, and I'm being so mad right now, but it's like, and I know, like, if we convert it to like IRL, real life stuff, it's much more hard. I understand that, and sometimes it's like a spur of the moment kind of, where it's like, well, I want to help my friend, but this is I can't even say it, but it's like this is kind of breaking it, because it's like you're doing something, you're taking something precious from this friend of yours. He likes making games. They don't necessarily need to have like from point A to B to be the goal. Sometimes the goal is just to make the game and to like stay in that I love that, stay in that black space between the doors. We don't need to go from one door to the next door. We can actually stay in that little black space, and it's okay because that's a goal. It's like, whoo, you just took that and publicized it without the guy's permission. That is an ass move. That is a dick move. What is this? What is anything down there? Can I jump? No, I cannot. I was about to.
Trying to though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean. And he wouldn't.
Maybe you don't need to know. Maybe he doesn't want to let you in. Because you brute forced your way through it. Literally, also through the games. Wow.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy.
We got the keyword there.
I needed to see myself in someone else.
There we got the keyword.
To be someone other than me.
You had the problem, dude.
But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
I am so mad right now. I wanted to make his work my own. I wanted to be him. You asshole. How absolutely selfish can you be? That you go. I'm so mad right now. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. I am so mad right now. I'm having trouble understanding that. I'm like, I'm at a loss for words. I'm throwing that out there. I'm so upset. Let's just go up here.
Where did I screw up?
Son of a goose. Oh.
I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I?
You finally realized
It's because of what I did.
Yeah, it is.
I poisoned it for you.
Wow. Dear Davy, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore. Wow. Did it really take that? I'm sorry. Did it really take that? Like, so specifically? Wow. This is very impactful. Just throwing that out there. I wonder at times whether you think I'm
this. But when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
Excuse me. Davey needed validation, basically. And he used his friend, is what I'm hearing, and I'm setting it up very harshly. But this is the scenario we are given. I know in many cases it's not like that harsh, and you wouldn't go like that far, but there are situations where this is happening and it's a real thing. I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you. I'm betting you there is going to be something about him making the games for, himself, not for Davey. Or just for making the games for the sake of the games. You know what I mean? That was a click. I did not like that. Phew. You've so...
And the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
If you're having a huge problem, you are getting validations on the wrong what is it called? Wrong terms, the wrong platform. Like, you need to figure out what makes you contribute, that you feel that you can get seen by. It doesn't need to be something big, really. It's about finding out what you can give, whether that be in an actual product like a game or art or videos or music or whatever it is, or if it's just the way you are towards like the environment, the people around you, the like most people, if they have both the guts to try and do it, but also if they have the willingness and the intentions to do good, again, whether that being a product or being a good person, that should be kind of validated enough. I don't know. You've so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plan solutions in my work somewhere hidden between games. Yeah. So that Dave could get the... Oh, I see where this is going. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? I fucking knew it. giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. The whole machine thing. The whole machine thing. I'm taking your work. I'm not killing you. I'm taking your work. And I'll kill it by showing it to everyone. Because that is not what you want. Whew. Would you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them. Dave, you asshole. So, Dave has been giving the game meanings by adding the lamppost. And again, the whole, let's stop with the slow pacing up the stairs. Let's just push forward. Let's stop with just staying in the house and making house chores. Let's keep going. Let's get through the maze, because I'll break your games and I will give them meaning. Would you simply let them be what they are?
And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. Wow. Poor Coda. Like, poor Coda in the world. I feel sorry for you. You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. And if there's any code out there for me, I do apologize. We need to talk. Because I don't want no code in my life. We need to talk that through then. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process, sorry. Yeah, exactly. That is true. The fact that you think I am... this is beautiful. The fact that you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. That is so fucking true. And as we've heard through this game, it is mostly for Dave's own self-esteem and self-preservation. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make peace with this thing you're wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
You did. And when you finally see what I'm talking about, look at that, it's all going apart. It's all falling apart. Don't say anything. Whew, that was creepy.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything.
What?
And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it,
can't get out.
that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you.
Oh, Dave, you're doing the same thing again.
I'm sorry.
He doesn't care. You need to
screwed
figure
up.
it out with yourself.
If I apologize to you, truly and deeply, will you start making
You
games
have
again?
not learned anything. I am
Please.
getting really
I
angry
need to
with
feel
you.
okay
Is
with
this
myself
getting closer?
And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in.
Is this getting closer?
I mean, is something wrong with me?
Yeah, a tiny bit.
I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm showing people your work,
You
but
are absolutely
I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was.
Oh shit, actually, this is
I want to
the
know
door
how
that's
to, I
getting
want to know how to
close.
be a good person.
Oh,
I want to know how not to
fuck
hate
me.
myself. Please.
Oh, no.
I'm fading.
No.
And all I want is to know that I'm going to be
I
okay.
want out. I don't like this. You You guys, this is a fucking roller coaster of emotions. Epilogue! Oh, lovely. What do I get this time? Whoa, hello. Oh, wow. 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 Can I do anything with those? No. Oh, this is some ominous music too.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that is true. I will give David that, even though I'm being kind of angry at him. He's got that right. I see. Give me just a second. I will get on my train. Don't worry. I think he has got. I think this is a strong point. We are very attention seeking, or well, that we want validation for who we are and what we are, what we do, what we. Yeah, who we are. So he's got that right. And it can't be tearing, or it can kind of dig into you, kind of. Wow.
Solution.
Wow. Wow, hello. Wow, that's a beautiful mansion. I just gotta remove from my eyes. Huh. Oh, this is gonna. I'm sorry, this is a long run.
If someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed.
Oh.
Maybe he just likes making prisons.
I just got from being slightly sympathetic with you to getting a tiny bit annoyed again. Did you tell people he was depressed? And you had nothing in it? Moving on. I see. Moving on. Let's just keep going. Just to the next point, right? Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. Lovely day.
Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
I think I somewhat understand. I'm kind of going in circles right now. Oh, there's a door. I did not see that. I apologize. Wow, everything is getting drowned in sand or dust or what is. Wow. It's very dark. Oh, okay, that's new. Okay, I got here all of a sudden. Wow, this is really, ooh, this is great. This is very impactful.
If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be?
Happy?
It's strange,
well,
but
not
the thought of
like
not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
I can understand what he's saying. I think I understand that. I think quite a few people, especially these days, where everything is out there in the open, kind of feels that way, because everything is so exposed that we can't just rest in our own like happiness or our own validation. Wow. Wow, this game. Ooh.
Right
in the fields, guys. Oh.
And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
It's okay. I understand. Whew. Wow. We have a little bit to talk about before I end the stream tonight, even though it's been going on for like 2 hours or something like that. So there are a couple of things I need to clarify from my anger management that did not happen, but should probably have happened, to clarify myself a little better. But we'll take that after this. But I think I think there are a lot of Davies, sorry, and a lot of Kodas out there. There's probably more Davies than Kodas, unfortunately, but that's the thing too. Well, here goes nothing. Huh. Oh, there. Oh, okay. Oh, I would not. I need to get on here. But I think a lot of the whole validation of oneself is very prominent in this game. I think that is a very big I think that's also the question about kinda how far you'll go to get that validation, because I feel that's what has been going on, as Davies says himself. Well, even though it was your work, Coda, I felt good showing it off and getting the praise and validation. And Coda is like, yeah, I don't really need and want to show it off to everyone. I just really feel happy in what I do myself. And I think that's like, I think the Kodas out there, very fucking admirable. Because I know myself, I'm probably more of a Davy. And I think I may be wrong here. Oh, the bottle, we're gonna be zooming up, I'm sure. I think another point for this game maybe is to figure out, or to realize, kinda, if you're a Davy or a Coda. And I am certainly a Coda. This is Davy, not a Coda. I appreciate the Kodas out there, but I think I'm more of a Davy. But whoa, that's cool. Wow. Oh, that music. Wow. 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 What a lovely climax for this game. What a lovely ending. Wow. Well, this is making me a little happy again. Wow. A new day awaits us. Wow.
Turn back.
For our
Turn back from this cave. You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going.
I'll be quiet with this one.
But the cave goes for miles, and
wow, and that's the beginner's guide. Holy shit, what a roller coaster. Wow. This was brilliant. This was very, very good. Even though I got very angry a couple of times. Wow, this was great. And the lamppost, of course. Now it makes sense. Now it kind of makes sense. Gotcha. Okay. What do I say? This certainly, I'm just going to drop my controller. I'm going to be flapping my arms around all the room. Wow. This game, it certainly touches on like a lot of things. Like, first of all, the whole thing with is very clear here at the ending. The whole validation thing, especially the external validation compared to the internal validation of your own self-worth. And like the lengths you kind of will go to get that validation, and how that can actually destroy quite a few things. Like, well, first of all, for Coda, that his work is being stolen. And I'm kind of, and this might not be the right comparison, but I'm just thinking about some of the music and visual artists, like for example, people who draw, people who make music and get it taken without permission and showcase it as if it's their own work, if that makes sense. Like, I'm all in for asking, hey, I like your game, or I like your music, or I like your picture there. Would it be okay to use this, or would it be okay to showcase this? And then await that person. But it's kind of like you need to find something that you can, like something that you have made, whether it being big or small, that you can kind of proudly say, I've made this myself. This is my work, and I can stand for it, if it makes sense. And then I really like the whole subject of, in this case with the games, the whole does a game need, or does a game need to be playable, or is it just an option? Or like, if it's not easily playable, is it then a game? And for especially very much, for whom is the game supposed to be made for? If that makes sense, because I see two conflicting views in this. I see the one side that is like that the games should always like get out and be showcased and be able to be played, and it should be easy, not necessarily easy, but it should be quote unquote easy for the player to ingest and digest when playing it, if that makes sense. You don't want your gamer to be like with the prison cell, where it's like, oh, usually you'll have to wait 1 hour before the door opens, but I'll open it for you just to speed things up. It's like that scenario would tick off a lot of people playing games, and then it's probably not for like the player. So it's like for the player in this case, but like so you'd want to make that easier so that you can like get your message out. But it's like, on the other hand, and I think those are just as valuable and legal, you know what I mean. It's like just as okay as the easy to playable games. It's like you have the other end, where it's like games like the beginner's guide, where it's like, well, this is not meant as an easy to digest product. It's more meant like an I hope this is okay to say, but it's like it's more meant as an experience, and it may not be pleasant, but it may be necessary. Kinda. I hate babbling about this, but I know what I want to say, but I'm having trouble formulating myself, and it wouldn't help in my first language either, because I'm still having trouble with that. But it's like, I hope it makes sense, but it's like, yeah, I like this clashing subject, kinda. I do like that, and I certainly think it certainly forces you to see some things through. And I love the progress, like from when we started with him making those little prison games, all kinds of them. And then to like where we see this, oh, that was a heavy one, the machine where we are the interrogator, and we are basically the Davy version. We are playing as a Davy version in that game, where we are like, you have hurt a lot of people, don't you see it? And where we could choose, you are hurting me. So it kind of seems that little sentence just felt like this is all about Dave killing off Coda's creative outflow. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I am just I'm just shook from what this game did, and it was very intense. Some of you may be watching this video, and thank you if you do. But like, if you play this yourself, be ready with the fucking tissues, because there will be like situations where you're like, oh boy, if that makes sense. Like, I don't usually cry in my games, but this one hit on subjects that are very heavy. And again, I like this because like it's heavy, but it's kind of necessary to sometimes have that dialogue. So this was very, very great. Low practical stuff. I like the graphics. Of course, some of it was meant to showcase kind of like the basics of what an engine can do and stuff. So I'm not gonna bash that. I think what it does great with like what it has, what it presents. And I think what drives it is 100% the story. But that's the thing with the Standley Parable too, which I will get to at some point. It's like, it's a story. It's mostly the story. Yes, you can interact with things. Yes, you can look at things. But it's what it's trying to get out that really carries it through and makes it so passionable and impactful, if that makes sense. Love the song at the end, and I like the music. I hated some of the sounds, like the whispers and the crying, but it's not bad. I just fucking hated that in the end. It was like so unsettling, but so it works as it shall, it works as it should, doing fine. I just personally did not like that in the end. That was horrifying. And this game, it's not a horror obviously, but it still has moments where it's like very fucking unsettling. Like, first of all, that scene where it's like, oh, you're standing against the wall and you need to talk to this person. You kind of get the feeling of how it felt for Coda, and I think like kind of Coda and Davis, their first encounter, likewise thingy. But like the fucking lights being like, you had to get specifically close, and then poof, it's like, it's very, very unsettling. And then like here at the ending before the epilogue, where you actually get into the room, there is no lever, and the walls closed. I actually thought it would be from like from left to right, like, you know, where it's like just kind of squeezing you in. But it's actually, in my opinion, it was actually worse that it was from the door, from the one door getting close to you, because you don't notice it the same way. And I think the thing is, I'm so used to it always being from left and right, squeezing you in, that I was like, is this room not, like, what am I supposed to do? And then it's like, oh, the door is actually big. Oh fuck, it's getting close. You know what I mean? So that was very good too. I really liked that. That was fun and very unsettling. But yeah, this was it certainly was a heavy game. Very, very great. Props to you, Davis. I don't remember your last name. I apologize. Very good game. Very great. Very thought-provoking in a good way. And certainly brings up some, well, not debates, but like it forces you to kind of think through some things. I liked that. That was great. But now I'm fucking mentally drained. Oh god. So yeah, we've been going for a couple of hours, if anything. So yeah, I think I'll say that's it for this live stream. But thank you guys very much for watching this, and if you somehow managed to stay here to the end, props to you. How did you do? Don't understand. But thank you guys for watching this, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up in the section down below. Hope you'll stay for another video at some point. It's not gonna be the beginner's guide, that's for sure. Might continue with Lightfall, which I have been playing both today, and I intend to play later on too. And it'll be on my channel as well as this live stream. It'll be on my well, not folder, but it'll be in the live stream map thingy. So thank you for watching this, and if you yeah, if you liked it, give it a thumbs. But thank you, and have a lovely evening, and take care of yourself and each other. And yeah, check this game out. I'll provide a link in the description down below, so you can get the game, get through it yourself, maybe read and get some of the things I did not. I'm pretty sure I've skipped a few things, but yeah, this was good. So until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye for now.